Hello friends, this is Professor Vivek Tiwari from Government E. Raghavendra Rao PG Science College, Bilaspur. Today we are going to learn an application of an array in the field of encryption and decryption. Basically this topic includes an MSc Mathematics 4th semester paper 3rd programming in C with NCPZ. So let's take a brief look on what is encryption and what is decryption. Let's consider one scenario. In this scenario there are multiple nodes connected by some communication link into the same network. That means there are one network in which multiple nodes are connected. In multiple nodes there are one node which are having some important information, and that node want to send that information to another node on the same network. Since information is very important, the node can't send that information as it is on the communication link. Why? Because there is a chance of some other person can read their message in between the transaction. So there must be some means so that that information must be converted into some coded format. Then this coded format will be sent onto the communication link. हम जब भी कम्युनिकेशन करते हैं, जैसे हम व्हाट्सएप चैटिंग भी करें या हम फ़ोन कॉल करें, तो हम चाहते हैं कि ये जो मैसेज है इसको कोई पढ़ ना सके, तो हम उसके लिए क्या प्रोसेस अपनाते हैं? कंपनी की पॉलिसी है कि उस मैसेज को वो इनक्रिप्ट कर दे किसी दूसरे फॉर्म में. तो बेसिकली द सेम जिस सिनेरियो की मैं बात कर रहा हूँ उसमें सेम वो नोड भी करना चाहता है. दैट मीन नोड मस्ट वांट टू कन्वर्ट दैट मैसेज, दैट इंफॉर्मेशन इनटू सम अदर coded format. So the original message in this scenario is known as the plain text and the coded message is known as the ciphertext. So the process of converting plain text, that means the original message, to ciphertext, that means the coded message, is known as the encryption. So encryption is a process of converting plain text to ciphertext. Decryption is just reverse of encryption. Restoring that means let's suppose let's again consider our scenario. Any node on network having some important information. Now node will convert their message into coded message. That means their plain text into ciphertext. So that is the encryption process. What next the node will do? It will send this coded message into some communication via some communication link to the receiver end. So what receiver will do? Receiver will receive that coded message and restore the coded information into the original message. So the process of restoring the ciphertext into plain text is known as decryption policy. So that is a decryption. And this area of study where there are encryption and the decryption, this area of study is known as cryptography. So we are going to perform a conventional basic encryption and decryption via array. So let's understand the basic model of conventional encryption. So in conventional encryption, in the sender side there is some message. The original message is known as plain text. The plain text can be applied to the encryption algorithm at sender side. Encryption algorithm contains the policy to convert the plain text into ciphertext. Some key, some private or public key will be applied to that encryption algorithm, and encryption algorithm takes two arguments. The first is a plain text, the second one is a key. So encryption algorithm, after performing encryption operation, the plain text will be converted into ciphertext. So ciphertext is a coded message, and this ciphertext transmitted along the communication link, transmitted via the communication link over the network. So this is the basic entity that will travel over communication link in the network. So at the receiver end, that means in this end, ciphertext is received, and this ciphertext is applied to the decryption algorithm. So decryption algorithm contains a policy to convert your ciphertext into plain text. So the same key that we have used at the sender side is applied to the receiver end. This key will be sent via some form of secure medium to the receiver end, and decryption algorithm accepts ciphertext and key as an argument and provide plain text to the receiver. So this is the conventional model of encryption which is used by various peoples who want to encrypt their message. We will going to apply this same methodology via array. Let's see how to implement encryption and decryption policy. So while implementing this concept using an array, I have created the two different functions. One is for encryption and another is for decryption. These two functions accept the three arguments. The first one is a character pointer, the second one is an integer variable, and a third one is one other integer variable. This character pointer used to hold the base address of your message. Similarly, this character pointer used to hold the base address of the message. Integer L is for length of the message, and K is the key that I am going to use in encryption as well as decryption algorithm. This key is same for all. So this is the basic encryption methodology that I am going to use. This can vary. आप इनक्रिप्शन की पॉलिसी को चेंज कर सकते हैं. मैंने आपको सिर्फ समझाने के लिए इनक्रिप्शन की पॉलिसी लिया है, और ये इनक्रिप्शन का पॉलिसी ऐसा है कि जो भी मैसेज आप इनपुट करोगे उस मैसेज में मैं पर्टिकुलर वेरिएबल को ऐड करते जा रहा हूँ और वो मैसेज चेंज होते जाएगा. सो इसको जब इम्प्लीमेंट करेंगे तो हम देखेंगे कि ये किस तरीके से काम करता है. अब हम देखते हैं कि बेसिकली इसको प्रोग्राम कैसे लिखा गया है. इसके प्रोग्राम को समझने की कोशिश करते हैं. The first line of the program is a header file. There are three different header files I have used in my program: stdio.h, standard input output.h, console input output.h, and string.h. These are the three header files. Then this is the two function that I'm going to use in our program. This is a prototype function declaration. So inside the main, we will discuss it later. We will discuss it later on when we encountered the function calling statement. So inside the void main, there is a one character array that is message. The length of the message is 50, the maximum 50 character it can store. There is one more variable of type integer which will store the length of the message. Now I have written printf enter your message. That means it will prompt one message on your screen, and that is enter your message. After looking at this message, user enters some information, some message that will be stored inside message using this gets function. Now again I am using the printf statement to print the original message that is entered by the user. Now in the next line I have generated the length of a string using a string length method. Now the actual process begins using this function. So what actually I am going to do via this function, I have passed, this is message 15 is an character array, and I have passed the base address of message, to this encrypt function. This represent the address symbol, and I have passed the address of, not I have passed the complete message, I have passed only the address of that message. Since I have passed the address of the message, that's why in the function declaration part this will contain an character pointer. Since I am passing the address of character variable, that's why I have used character pointer here. Now in the next line I have passed L, that is the length of message, so we have used another integer variable here. Now at the pass 3, this is a key to convert our plain text into ciphertext. So after encrypting, this control jumps to this function. After this line of code, the control will jumps to this function, and whatever message you have passed, the base address you have passed, that will be stored inside this pointer variable C. Then I have created the loop counter I. This will run up to the length of the message. Then what actually I will do, I will read one character from this message and add K into that message. What actually I am doing, I am reading only one character of the message and adding the value of K into that message so that our message get changed. Whenever the process is complete, the controls gets back to the main function again, and I am writing the printf statement here. Encrypted message is %s. Since I have passed the reference, then originally whatever activity performed inside this function, that will be automatically changed into the original message. So when you get the message, you will find, when you print that message, you will find the encrypted message on the screen. Now again I am using the decrypt function. In the decrypt function, this encrypted message is sent as a parameter that will be accepted by this character pointer, and I have performed the same activity but in reverse order. In the encryption policy, I have, in this encryption, I have add this key. In the decryption function, I have subtract the key from the original character, so that we will get the original message. So after performing this decryption operation, the control will come back to the main function, and I have writing one line of code, decrypt message is %s message, so original message will be printed on the screen. So let's see what is the output of the program. So output of the program is, the first line of code is, this is my secret message, that belongs to the first line, that is this line. The original message is this one. First of all, enter your message will be print, then the original message is your original message will be printed. So this is this asks for the user to enter their message. User entered this message. Now the original message is this one. So after performing the encryption, your message gets converted to this code. So this is encrypted code. This is called the ciphertext. After performing the decryption operation, your message will converted back to the original plain text, that is the original message. So I have used a basic encryption methodology in this program. You can implement more on that. So if you have any query related with this concept, this program, then you can mail me into my email ID. Thank you very much for watching.